Hello everyone, welcome to our Talking to the Moon series. Today is May 5, 2023. Now, even if it's dated for May 5, 2023, this reading is timeless also. So anytime you find yourself watching this video, there might be a message for you here. But now, as we enter May 5, 2023, we are entering the full moon in Scorpio. Now, there's something about the number 5 that seems to be significant because May is the 5th month of the year and 5 is the day, and then 23, 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. So there must be an importance with the number 5 right now. And if we look at the angel numbers, number 5 is the number of change and new beginnings, and often indicates that something needs to be released. When 5 comes knocking, it is time to let go of what no longer is serving you and make way for new opportunities. So be open to change and be willing to take some risks. Okay, so you try to see which parts in your life that are no longer bringing you light. Okay, because today also is the first lunar eclipse for 2023. They say there will be 2 lunar eclipses and today will be the first one. And when there is a lunar eclipse, somehow the sun, the earth comes between the moon and the sun. So the shadow of the earth is casts over the moon and prevents the moon from reflecting the sun. So maybe if there is a certain situation in your life right now that prevents you from seeing the light, something that is not beneficial to you, maybe it's time for you to let it go. And it's a passing thing. Okay, these two will pass. Just as the lunar eclipse is a passing thing, it too will pass. Now, if we look at the Moonology manifestation cards, the full moon in Scorpio, the message of this card is breathe through the tension. So let's try to read from the handbook that accompanies this card, and maybe we can gain more insights regarding breathing through the tension. There is a strong sexual energy around you now. The good news is that sexual energy is very creative. After all, it leads to an act that creates humans. A tense situation could be about to boil over, so go carefully. Okay. Time spent outdoors will help you to calm your emotions as well as increase your general well-being. You need to find a balance between your emotions and your sensual side. Do not deny this part of yourself. Use the energy to create what you want. Okay, so so it can be a new beginning for us if we would use this energy in order to create something new. Maybe it's time for us also to let go of certain things. So the full moon is also the best time for cleansing your crystals. So this, if you are right now listening to this video, maybe you can put your crystal by the windowsill and allow them to be cleansed and charged by the light of the moon. Some of us usually have difficulty sleeping when the moon is full. So this is a time also for, if you get difficulty sleeping right now, if it's safe to walk outside, it's good to walk a little. Maybe the fresh air of the night might help you, or this would be a good time for you to do something creative. Who knows, maybe you can begin a new project right now. Now let's go to the tarot reading for the Talking to the Moon for May 5, 2023. So for the tarot reading, we'll first start with the oracle cards from the Moon Magic the Moon Magic Oracle deck. Okay, let's just get one card and try to see what is the card we can. Okay, we have here Moonflower. Okay, let's try to see what Moonflower means. Let's check the handbook that accompanies this one. It says here, Moonflower. Keywords are blossoming, growth, accomplishments. Okay. This is the card of personal growth, and it indicates that a time of blossoming is about to begin. It could mean that you take on a new challenge or hobby, or that you become more self-aware, more emotionally intelligent and resilient. Whatever the external circumstances might be, whatever the catalysts, Moonflower is here to encourage you to open up and show your brightest, boldest colors to the world. Now is not the time to hide away and stagnate, or to stay closed up and tight as a bud. Now is the time to turn your face to the light and drink in that which nourishes you. Yes, growth can be painful at times, occasionally coming about through difficult life lessons, but have faith that you will be all the better for it. In the meantime, become an active participant in your personal growth by setting yourself a new challenge or goal to achieve. Achievement breeds confidence. Increased confidence leads on to great achievement. That is how personal growth works. So set your mind to something, expand your skill set, and know that you have the capacity to grow into an even more dynamic and accomplished individual. Okay, you see here again, there's a full moon, and you seem to be starting to bloom. So it's very much in corollary with the number 5, wherein a new beginning. This is the best time for you to begin something new, something creative, and to let go of whatever are eclipsing your stardom. Okay, you are like a star right now. The full moon casts its silvery light over you and puts you in the forefront. So people will start to notice there's the mysterious side of you, that creative side of you that surprises people. Okay, so in a certain sense, maybe, yeah, this is a good time for you to start on a new project. Okay, now let's try to see what we can expect in the following days of the full moon in Scorpio through the tarot cards. Let's see. So we have here the Hanged Man. Okay, the Hanged Man is somebody who looks at life in a different perspective. Okay, we have here a person who is upside down and sort of like enlightened at this time. So there are a lot of things that is happening in his inner world or her inner world, and is able to find relaxation even in the most uncomfortable situation or position. So somehow the full moon, as we start the full moon in Scorpio, it seems that some of you have attained a certain degree of enlightenment and is looking at life in a different way. Some of you might have had a paradigm shift. Now, we have here also the 8 of Wands. So it seems that as you become enlightened, you will be receiving a lot of instructions from the universe. Instructions that maybe will help you shine again. So it's very much similar with the Moonflower. It's time for you to shine, and the universe is helping you. You will be receiving a lot of instructions from the universe, and you have a lot of creative energies, just as the moon manifestation card have indicated earlier, this is a time wherein creativity is in full bloom. Now, what else can we... Okay, there is a deepening of your intuition. We have here the moon. You see this lady, she is immersed under the water and is being guided by the light of the moon. There are two, one wolf and one dog who are howling to the moon. So, yes, with the full moon with the moon in full bloom, and you also in full bloom, this is the best time, yes, to, inner work. Good for inner work. I feel for some of you, you are also highly intuitive at this time. Now, let's try to see what is the advice of the universe for you as you enter the full moon in Scorpio. So it seems that, you are undergoing maturity with regards to points of view in life, and then you are receiving more lessons from the universe, and you are becoming highly intuitive and creative at this time. So now, what is the advice of the universe for you? We have here the Three of Pentacles. Okay, I will try to read the message here, and maybe we can gain more. You see here in the Three of Pentacles, this person is also beginning a project, and he is being guided by people. People who may be, it can be in the higher ups, or people who are his mentors. It can be also that this can represent the universe giving you instructions as you start this new chapter in your life. Okay, so it will give you more maturity. So I feel this creative artist that is working on the temple is actually you working on yourself. You are also the temple of your spirit. So when you look at it, let's try to read what is written here. It says here, work outweighs play today, but you don't need to do it all alone. Look to those who can work as a team to take a project from concept to production. It may also be time to revisit any stalled projects. Sometimes bringing in new blood can rejuvenate things. You may be approached by a committee. Okay, so it can be that right now, because you have a different outlook in life and you seem to be being enlightened by the spirit and very intuitive, people might notice it, and some people might approach you and consult you on certain projects. Okay, so number 5, new beginnings. So it seems that as we enter the full moon in Scorpio, things seems to be promising for all of us. Okay, so this is a general reading and it's open to all signs. So the message is, this is the best time to begin things and to be creative. It's time for us to listen to the instructions from the universe. Your creativity, your enlightenment, and your maturity, and at the same time your intuition are very strong at this time. Okay, so that's what we have for our talking to the moon. I hope you were able to gain some insights and some inspirations as we enter the full moon in Scorpio. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.